Deep within the pages of old maps and forgotten history lies a name that has fascinated and puzzled many: Tartaria. For centuries, Tartaria appeared on European maps as a vast and mysterious territory, covering much of northern and central Asia. Yet today, this once famous name has almost vanished from modern history books and mainstream education. What was Tartaria? Was it merely a geographic label for unknown lands? Or could it represent a lost empire with advanced culture and technology? In this video, we will explore the origins of Tartaria, separate fact from fiction, and dive into the mysteries surrounding this enigmatic empire that history may have forgotten. Historically, Tartary was a term used by European cartographers from the 13th to the 19th century to describe a vast, largely unexplored region of northern and central Asia. It covered areas we now know as Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, parts of China, and beyond. Early European explorers and mapmakers grouped the peoples of this region under a single label, Tartars, regardless of their ethnic or cultural diversity. This was not a unified empire, but a vague and generalized concept shaped by limited knowledge and foreign observation. Maps from the 16th to 18th centuries often labeled this immense area as Great Tartary or Independent Tartary, reflecting a perceived wilderness ruled by nomadic tribes. Over time, as these lands came under the control of the Russian Empire and Qing China, the name Tartary disappeared from maps and history, replaced by new political boundaries. In recent years, Tartaria has become the center of one of the internet's most captivating conspiracy theories. According to believers, Tartaria wasn't just a label for unknown lands. It was a highly advanced global empire, erased from history through a coordinated effort by powerful elites. Supporters point to massive buildings with unexplained architecture, such as large domes and ornate facades, claiming they were constructed by Tartarians using lost technologies. One of the most well-known ideas is the mud flood theory. According to this theory, a cataclysmic global flood of mud occurred in the 18th or 19th century, burying entire cities and wiping out Tartarian civilization. Proponents argue that many buildings today, with basements at street level or partially underground windows, are actually remnants of these buried cities. These theories are often dismissed by mainstream historians as pseudoscience and misinterpretation of architectural history. But the popularity of these ideas continues to grow on YouTube, Reddit, and alternative history forums. Supporters of the Tartaria theory often cite grand architectural structures as evidence of a lost, advanced civilization. Buildings with massive domes, intricate ornamentation, and towering spires, found across Europe, Russia, and the Americas, are claimed to be remnants of Tartarian design. Many of these buildings, such as old courthouses, train stations, and World Exposition pavilions from the 1800s, feature styles that seem ahead of their time. According to believers, modern history cannot explain how such sophisticated structures were built so rapidly and on such a scale without modern machinery. Another major point of fascination is the use of free energy, the theory that Tartarian cities once harnessed atmospheric electricity through antennas and domes. Some claim that these buildings weren't just beautiful, they were functioning as ancient power stations. Historians and architects argue that these styles reflect neoclassical and Beaux Arts design trends popular in the 19th century, often funded by empires eager to display power and wealth. Still, the mystery continues to spark curiosity and online investigation. One of the biggest questions surrounding Tartaria is, if such a vast and advanced empire truly existed, why is it almost entirely missing from mainstream history? According to conspiracy theorists, Tartaria was deliberately erased during the 18th and 19th centuries by powerful empires, especially Russia and Britain, to rewrite history in their favor. They argue that colonial powers systematically destroyed architectural evidence, altered historical records, and replaced maps to hide the existence of a rival global civilization. The Great Expositions, where hundreds of ornate buildings were supposedly built in months and later destroyed, are often cited as examples of cleansing Tartarian traces. Mainstream historians, however, offer a simpler explanation. Tartary was a vague, outdated geographic term, not a unified civilization. As empires expanded and cartography improved, the name naturally disappeared. Still, the absence of detailed historical records about such a large region continues to fuel speculation and digital age curiosity. Today, Tartaria lives on, not in official history books, but in the growing corners of the internet. YouTube channels, Reddit threads, TikTok videos, and even full-length documentaries continue to explore the theory of a hidden global empire. For some, Tartaria represents more than just a forgotten name. It symbolizes the idea that our history might be incomplete or even manipulated. These communities often share maps, architecture photos, and personal theories, creating a digital archive of what they believe to be suppressed knowledge. On the other hand, mainstream historians and archaeologists remain skeptical. They argue that these theories are based on misinterpretations, coincidences, and a lack of historical context. Still, the mystery persists, not because of evidence, but because of curiosity. In a world full of information, sometimes the greatest mysteries are the ones we choose to keep questioning. Tartaria may remain a mystery, a misunderstood footnote in history, or perhaps something more. Whether you believe it was a real empire lost to time or just a name on forgotten maps, one thing is clear: the past is full of stories we still don't fully understand. So, what do you think? Was Tartaria a real civilization erased from history, or just a historical misunderstanding? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.